records here are shattered at best. It's going to take some time to try and piece them back together.
No worries.
Always good news with you, isn't it, Buzz?
Well, you know, I aim to please, boss.
Thanks for the update.
Yep.
That could be the thing you saw. It probably wasn't a mirage.
I think it was that thing. The Akata.
Yeah.
Well, if
My
it's...
money's on that.
I don't think so. I think that if it was...
If it has a defense mechanism.
If it has a defense mechanism like that, it's more suited to longer survival, not stealth and shady tactics like that. I think it'll be
if these things are as aggressive
hibernating somewhere, waiting
as
for us.
it would have probably just straight up attacked us if it wasn't Akata.
Biding its time. It doesn't need to come to us. It can wait for us to come to it. It can come to us anytime it wants to.
What's the plan then?
Why would it need to play games with us? I just...
Should we try to like turn the crash ship into kind of a base?
I think we should
Shelter of some
get
sort.
what we need for the comms unit and then go from there.
Okay.
Because between now and then, we don't know.
Yeah.
You're probably still missing some, you know, pieces, like some more equipment, especially the fact that you weren't able to find any sort of power source here.
So maybe if we can head over to like more of the maintenance area of the ship that's remaining on in the crash area.
Yep, you could try and find
Generator?
something. You know, the ship.
Yeah.
You guys did reactivate the power core before the ship, you know, slammed into the ground.
I'd
But
say that's our best bet.
We'll see how much of that's remaining. What systems, what components.
okay,
Yeah, I'd say we head that way.
so you guys.
Follow the trail of breadcrumbs.
Well, just to give you a visual, you know, you guys exit the hallway and kind of, you know, you're now at a 30-degree upwards angle and you're standing kind of on the edge and you can see the strewn remains of the ship itself. Best guess, just judging from kind of like your memory of like how the interior looked, you're looking at probably one section to your right, on the right side of the trench, about 200 feet from you, and then another larger section that might also be at about another 300 yards.
I say we
300
go
feet.
the 300 feet one.
Can I survey from my hat real quick?
The larger it is,
You
the more
perception
things we
check,
could
sure.
find in it.
Fair point. Take the lead.
As you're leaving the area, we'll say
18.
18. No signs of it. No signs of tattered remains of your hat as well. So hope still
There's
lives
hope.
on.
We'll find it.
One day, buddy.
One day. All right. So you guys are going to the larger section further away. Okay.
As we're walking over there, I'm just gonna like listfully look around at all the wreckage and just give it like a big sigh.
So much good wasted technology and hardware around here.
I know what you mean.
I just want to keep scanning for that thing.
Perception check. Are you guys trying to
Another
be
nat
stealthy?
20.
Nice.
No, I'm gonna let this guy do it.
Yeah, might as well. I'm gonna try and hop up on like his shoulder or something, or just like climb up on his back and like ride along with him.
And the
Chatted.
total for yours?
25.
Okay, gotcha.
21 for stealth for me. So I've kind of become his backpack, and I've got my tail wrapped around where his belt would be.
He's
Incognito.
a very heavy neck warmer, and on a very hot planet, it's not the best choice in
Oh, yeah.
neckwear.
Oh, yeah.
He can deal with it.
You're used to it.
He's a big guy.
All right. As you guys kind of jump off and you're making your way, you do hear suspicious groanings of metal. You know, you see kind of large pieces kind of like shifting on the wreckage. You know, both the one to your right now, but also, you know, kind of ahead of you. You can hear just kind of the roaring of like the scattered kind of flames and fires that are encompassing the, you know, remains of the ships. It's really hard to determine what's kind of, you know, deliberate or what's, you know, just cause of a wreck.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see anything occurring. It's really, especially being in the bottom of a trench, very disconcerting.
Well, it's really dangerous up ahead, boys.
Danger's
Don't
my
let
maiden
anything
name.
fall on you. Don't let that thing grab you.
What thing? Oh, the thing
The
that
thing
I
that I saw back there.
Oh, okay.
The thing that should not be.
Yeah. It's probably still following us. And seems like a pretty good ambush location.
I really don't think he's gonna ambush us.
Yeah, but we also
I don't
have
think he
to-
was even following us in the first place.
Might not have been, but he might be as well.
Well, last time that
All I'm
he
saying
saw
is-
us, he charged us immediately. He's more of a big show brute force kind of a guy, not a.
Well, the thing I saw back there, it probably isn't. It could or could not be the Akala. It could be something completely different.
He could be more scared of us than we are of him.
Oh, I doubt
I
that.
find that
You're
very
talking about
unlikely.
the Akala, no way.
Kata?
Arcata.
Just to give you guys kind of a visual
Caught a
of
rabbit the other day.
how it looks.
Yeah, both those sections of the ship look like they're in really bad condition, so let's just try to be safe.
Some interesting landscape we have getting drawn in here.
Just kind of giving you guys a slight visual of where is this, not to scale of course, but here you guys have just kind of a long trench of
Is this the cockpit
wreckage.
section?
Right. And, there's just large sections of the ship, just like flames, kind of erupting from
Is that my
various
signature?
locations. It's very, very kind of flamey area, we'll say.
Flurber.
You can draw some flames if you want. So, as they are further illustrating, somehow a signature coming out as your name.
That's my signature.
Yeah, just strange.
Wow,
You
the fire
guys-
looks like a name.
You guys see the large shattered remains of what you're probably guessing is the maintenance area. As you kind of get closer, you're not really sure, but you can kind of see the power reactor kind of poking out of the back
Bringo.
end of it.
Bringo. Bringo.
Now, as
Yes.
you guys are getting closer, Buzz decides to chirp up again. Boss, not very good news. It seems that reactor, the housing on it breached and it is putting off some serious radiation.
I already had enough of that one time.
That was like a step above background. This is like, melt your giblets off if you stand there too long.
Don't talk about my giblets.
Is it exposed, Buzz?
Quite so. It seems to be localized, but I would imagine that's only going to be because of a small breach in the exterior of the reactor. But, I would say if we're going to investigate this, we're definitely going to have to be very careful or very fast.
Duly noted.
Why not both?
Just like your mama.
Speak for yourself.
You don't know my mama. All right.
Yeah,
I am your
please,
mom.
please don't mention his mother. Please don't.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
We need a plan for getting this reactor.
Can anybody get in and out of there more quickly than anybody else?
The hallway that it was, the room that it was in, if you remember, was a rectangular room. The one door to access it and kind of a view pane. Well, that is essentially sheared off, and you have just the bare room with the door behind, kind of half kind of like busted off of its, frame, and just pure, just sand behind it from where you can stand and see. But you basically are about 30 feet away from it, and you figure any closer and it's really going to start, it ramps up very quickly.
But we can see in there and we can just go straight in there if we need to.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Alright. Well, should we draw straws?
I volunteered for it last time.
I'd be willing to volunteer too, but I don't know how
drop
the
pencils.
technical know-how on how to fix something like that.
Alright, I'll do it. I'm going in. You guys watch my back.
Alright, I'll come
If
I'll
I-
rush in
if
and
I-
rescue you if I have to.
Yeah, if I fall over and collapse, you just drag me out.
Yep.
Good luck.
All right. Now, just as a warning as well, we need to do this because for us to be able to properly, power this sensor array, we'll need to either set this up nearby or somehow like jimmy rig it so that we can extend power back to the bridge area.
Instead of a relay system of some sort.
Right. Way I can see it is that there might be enough cabling for us to do that. Kind of saw something along the lines of that in the cargo roster. It kind of indicates like on a small readout on your pad that it's the largest section, which is another 100 feet back down in the trench. So it looks like the back section that contained the cargo hold snapped off initially, and then it was kind of the midsection, and then the front of the ship, as you see.
Should we try to get that cable in before we run in there?
We could prep before we do any of this.
Yeah, let's do that.
If we're going for the cable, we're headed straight for where we found our friend before. So,
That's true.
just
But the last place we saw him was near the bridge.
Yeah, these
last place we
escape
saw
routes.
him was flying, rocketing into the atmosphere,
Truth.
and he survived that. So, I think we need to be careful here.
Careful is the key word.
So you guys are going to the cargo hold section all together?
That's where I'm making.
We shouldn't
Yeah.
split up.
Yep.
Okay.
I could find my hat there.
You could.
Yeah, could be there.
So you guys head to there. The largest section seems to be somehow the most intact. It seems like the cargo hold was reinforced, and the general shape of it is still kind of together. The access door that was there is partially kind of torn away. Give me a perception check, everybody.
3.
8. Rolled it on 2 or 3 too.
I got a 3.
18
Those three
22.
22?
from over his shoulder. Just peeking.
4. All right. You guys notice that the large section of metal that's sheared away, you can kind of get in. As you two enter in slowly, Broadshow and Wilson, you guys notice along the far side, not in the door itself, but on the back side of where the cargo hold would have been, you see a large portion of the metal blown outwards. And it does not seem like it was from the crash.